Okay, hello stream and Arc in chat, despite Arc being right up there in the upper corner. Um, Welcome to a special, not really, I guess all games are special. Uh, Welcome to a MechaHack one-shot appropriately titled Beyond the Dome, as the last session I ran uh, saw the dome around New Light City being shattered. And so I have a little written introduction. Uh, with the New Light barrier shattered and a massive hole opened after the return of the Kaiju, more and more sightings have been called in within the vast wastes beyond the city borders. The Light Corp has been tasked to head beyond the city walls and into the dunes to investigate one such sighting near this was accidental, a small Arclight facility. I base this game all around you. And research station dedicated to the science behind the, again, Arclight Force and the Light Grid. So, all of your characters would have received a call to action, a call to arms, if you will, from the Light Corps. Shit's fucked, we're conscripting you again. Retired members, current members, even new trainees are all immediately shipped off into mechs. You all find yourselves in a appropriately large-sized hangar bay, because, as I said in the last one for two of you, and Ark, you know this, being a fan of the genre, mechs are big. Mechs are pretty big. So you all find yourself in this hangar, awaiting your new mission to go beyond into the dunes outside the city. As you wait in this hangar, we will start with Ark. We will start with you. Introduce yourself, introduce your character and your mech, and what you are doing as you wait for the call to action.
Hi everyone. Pi made this as a love letter to me. That's why so many things are called Arclight. I'm Arc or Arclight Court. But tonight I will be playing Osvaldo. It's been quite a while since I've been in one of these more state-funded mechs, as it may be. I retired. I was in the first Light Corps mech suits. They looked a bit more like Daedalus here. My scrapper mech, which is a Titan mech itself. There are no arms on this mech. There is a large chain gun affixed where an arm would be, and a massive winch motor with a cable and hook on the other side of the mech as well. The Light Corps has been nice enough to give him some new armor plating to strap on there, but they're very dirty welded to the sides. It does not look pretty by any means. It looks like he brought his work truck to a professional car race, essentially, and they let him paint numbers on the side of it. But he is just standing at the feet of Daedalus, old, ship or junkyard runner's trench coat on with the ID badge hanging down that says Light Corps conscript, and at the bottom it says retired with an asterisk next to it.
Okay, lovely. I'm sure I will definitely feel great fighting him.
He's gonna die in 3 seconds. It's okay.
Panda, introduce yourself, your first mech and pilot, and what you're doing in the hangar bay.
Oh boy. So, hi, I'm Red Panda Cola. You've also seen me on Arc's channel, whether hanging out playing Marvel Rivals or, in fact, last night with our recent one shot, playing one of his new created games, Light Corps. I believe that's the correct
Lantern Light.
Lantern Light. Thank you. Gods, my brain is fried. Apologies. Or with these two lovely gentlemen on our Thursday games with our DM, Javante, who was previously here playing Blood and Cinders. Tonight, however, is not that. It is MechaHack. And tonight, for my first pilot, Altrum, the pilot of the Striker chassis Wing Horizon. And currently, he'd be in the hangar bay, just making sure everything's going well, knowing that we're all about to sortie out real soon. You know, gotta make sure everybody's keeping on their toes, especially apparently the old guy who just got drafted back into it.
Very much like the Chris Pratt movie, I think the Tomorrow War, where all the adults get drafted into the army, like
Mhm.
no matter like the 80-year-olds being drafted. That's what Osvaldo and Daedalus is.
That is exactly what Osvaldo is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And
just
mhm.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, last but not least, Adrian, introduce yourself, introduce your first mech and pilot, and what you're doing in the hangar bay.
Hello, hello. I'm Adrian, or at least 6113 online, and I'm happy to be here. I'm going to play a new mech. Who you see outside of his mech is a short man, probably like 5'2", and the most noticeable thing about it is his entire face has just like patches of metal over it, as he's had an accident before, resulting in a lot of replacement and repairs to his body. He's got a robotic right side arm, patched over face with a glowing, probably be yellow eye actually, and then on the left side it's a little numb and slow, but he can still talk with a mechanical jaw kind of sewn into the sinew of his face. And behind him is a really large mech. It doesn't look military, kind of with the Arclight facility recruiting people and pulling whoever they can. He's a farmer mech runner by trade, and he couldn't switch to a military mech because his bionic integration is custom to his farmer mech. And so you see this very large, almost like a cat looking, as in a industrial cat, with treads on the bottom, which can switch into legs if it needs to. Um, it just looks beefy, and what the military could provide to him was weaponry, and so it's holding this ginormous heavy weapon belt-fed Gatling gun. And even though it's like a really rusted, patched paint, yellow-looking thing, it's got a machine gun, like a huge old machine gun. And you can see there's a lot of welded on pieces of metal armor scraps, and its reactor is just kind of burning hot all the time. And so this character, this guy with an injury, Felipe, kind of tips his hat to people with his robotic hand. He's like, takes it off and kind of saunters over with a stomp, click as he comes over. Greetings, gentlemen. I don't have a rank, I suppose, but I'm reporting for duty. Salutes.
They don't really do that around here anymore. But you're good. I think I get food from you.
Probably. I'm always running from the silos over here. I used to.
I run O&O Mech and Salvage right over at like the edge of the dockways where they port everybody in.
That I'm there every Tuesday morning. But I try to get out of there before traffic hits. Once the shuttles come, it's a mess.
An entire mess. We got this young guy with us now, I'm guessing.
Well, you look like you know what you're doing. I'm here because they pulled the whole draft thing. So, but don't worry, I'll fight. I've fought good when I was,
And
you know.
for extra callback and lore, the reason everything's been a mess with the docks and shipment is when the Kaiju attacked the city. Firstly, they messed up the large arc reactors, but also it doesn't help that one of the Light Corp members completely destroyed an entire city block with his chain blade, which hasn't really been repaired yet. It takes a while to repair giant, skyscraper size chain blade destruction.
Hey, look, we would have been on it, but they decided that they had to call me back in, and we could have got all the metal, all the issues out of that area, but no, get back in a suit.
It is what it is. That's all hands on deck, and things outside the dome's been crazy.
Are you active with these guys, or you get called in too?
Typically one of their reserves.
Oh shit! I have to outrank everybody. Like, it's been a minute since I've been in charge of anybody but my boy. But I'll tell you one thing: if necessary, just let me get hit. Make your life way easier. Daedalus, and he like smacks the foot of Daedalus. He goes, "This thing's had buildings dropped on it. Whole warheads have been like held between those knees right there without issue. You put me in front of the gunfire, you shoot from behind me, problem solved. We get out of here. We have a good time."
More up close.
Okay, so you wait for me to get shot. They run out of bullets. You run up, give them the old two-piece, and we're good.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, as you're speaking to him, you see a man who seems to be dressed head to toe in like military style pilot's gear with a full helmet obscuring their face. Very much mech pilot armor and gear
Yeah.
suited for the kind of thing. Like, this is his job. This is what he's been doing.
So what are we fighting? Any more of those weird monsters? Hey, farmer boy, they get to your shit, and that's why you're here?
Not yet. That's why I'm so happy to fight whatever it is. I want to protect that stuff back home. Make sure nobody else gets stuck in the silos.
Did you give the scarecrows like a shotgun or something in case of anything? Like, what's the plan if anything bad happens?
I told my boys just keep on the turrets. If anything happens, keep things away from the
Oh
fields.
shit! You got turrets on a field? That's fucking great.
Dude, they're never too young to work. I put them all at them, all 7 of them.
As you
Yeah,
guys,
good move. I only got one, but that's my boy. And, he's a good mecha. He's a good pilot. Damn good pilot. But
My boys not old enough for that yet.
okay.
as you
But
guys
they
are
can shoot.
mid conversation, can you all roll me a systems, please?
Oh boy.
Absolutely.
And as with MechaHack, the lower the number, the better.
3 under 14.
3 under 13.
The old guy's got it.
9/7.
9. Ooh.
Shit.
So even with the fail, the first thing that you all notice is the room. The classic room goes red, sirens start blaring. This is a familiar sound of mission is a go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what the two old timers hear over the young face is the two of you hear with your successful systems the sound of a distant like helicopter blade. The do 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 do. What you recognize to be the Light Corps' massive mecha carriers, basically the helicarriers from Marvel, but way bigger and designed to carry multiple gigantic mechs at once. At the same time, you all do get a notification, which I actually want to ask for Osvaldo. while the others might have it on them, all Light Corps members get like a wrist-mounted like tablet that displays all of their information and for missions. Are you wearing yours, or where is it?
It's hanging through one of the buttonholes on the big leather trench coat that he's wearing. It was never on his wrist. It's like, I'll just tie it'll go right through here, and then the other one will just put right here. So he can open the jacket, and the like readouts right there.
Perfect. So you are all able to read basically the introduction of the game. A Arclight facility in the dunes beyond the city has reported kaiju activity. The most available Light Corps members are to be sent out. That happens to be your hangar bay. And two of you can hear the massive carrier approaching.
Well, if we're gonna be out on the dunes, I'm gonna. I probably should have tried to come up with a more better name for my mech than Farmer. I just wasn't very creative. But I'll start climbing up, and there's like just welded rungs along the legs and stuff. It's not even an actual ladder system, but he climbs up pretty agilely until he can get inside the mech. And as soon as he powers it on, it activates its veriform frame, and the legs kind of drop down to very transformer style and goes into tread systems. So now it can move quickly. And I think I might have to roll my reactor die just to do that. So why not?
Be great if the first casualty is blowing up in the hangar bay.
Let's see how much diesel. No, we're good. But it does spit out a whole bunch of diesel out the back and start rumbling, sputter, and it kicks back in.
Valdo's gonna wait for one of the various like mechanics or like supply members that have been checking everybody's stuff. He waits for like the third one to run by, and then he just hooks his arm into their arm and pulls them close and goes, "So did you get the bullets that I asked you to get for Daedalus here?"
He like takes out a little clipboard, looks over it. Bullets.
I'm not looking for excuses. I asked you when I got here and I put this mech on this rack that I needed a very specific type of ammunition for that chain gun.
Yes, bullets. And he looks behind, and like two other, engineers running by with a, pushing a massive cart that has like an oversized, ammo crate on it that you can see being wheeled your way.
Good, thank you. I appreciate it. Don't worry about loading it, boys. I'll load it myself. Just leave the things right there, and then I'll grab. That definitely wasn't the person Osvaldo talked to when he got there.
No.
He just stole somebody else's specialized ammunition, which is what we discussed prior to the game. And he's going to pull a lever on the side, and the ammo drums will drop down, and he's going to slide those cases in and get them going. He's like, these definitely are not the right bullets for this gun, but they'll work.
There's going to be a mech out there in the dunes who's going to go try fighting a kaiju, and all they're going to get is ding, ding, ding. What?
Yep.
Do you have explosive rounds?
I have corrosive rounds.
Okay, so yours are probably like green stamped. Mine are like yellow red. Like that's what
like
I've
tracer rounds. Yeah.
So I'm throwing those into the ammunition barrels, into the drums, so that they disperse and then fall in the line for it. And then immediately once that's done, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting the fuck in here before they realize those ain't mine. And then climbs into Daedalus.
Meanwhile, while you're
Daedalus.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while the two of you are doing that, you see Altram kind of move over to his, and he doesn't have some others do. Instead of, it's more like the typical anime style drop cord that pulls you up into the mech itself. As he steps onto the foothold, and it raises up into the chest cockpit area. Yep.
Professional is what we're talking there.
Again, he that's what he's been doing. if it wasn't against others before the Kaiju's attacks, it's now against whatever Kaiju's they send him after. What you see of this mech though is that it doesn't seem to have normal feet is the biggest thing that sticks out. So it kind of like settles above the ground rather than against it. One of the arms seems to stop at almost what looks like an emitter of sorts. And while the other one is free holding his submachine gun. And there's two large protrusions that almost seem like almost antennas, but they might be emitters of some sort, as well as some extra emitters on the where you would think that the cat a normal person, as well as about a hip has that seems like a mixture of white silver plating and bronze plating along it. But he just hops into that and starts getting it started up.
So a work truck, an excavator, and an actual mech are on their way to combat.
This is great. This is fine. You know, the Light Corps had to get who they had to get. As you all make your way outside of the hangar bay and towards this essentially landing platform, you do all see the massive mecha carrier hovering above, and to allow you to be carried, similar to the Pacific Rim, 4 helicopters carrying one, except this is one massive ship, and it just drops from a little like opening that it cracks open in the center of the ship. It just drops these 3 massive spools of chain with a hook on the end for you to hook yourself up to be carried.
They could have used better cables. Like, this chain is definitely not going to hold up against any kind of sea weather. It's going to rust almost immediately. But hey, fuck it. If that's what the Light Corps thinks is going to work. And with the wench itself, he's going to grab the chain, pull it, connect it to a hip piece, and like move it to be in the front so it carries him by like the belly of Daedalus.
Don't be silly. There's no sea out in the dunes. Hook in. I've got an actual anchor point meant for this type of thing on the back of the not vehicle, the mech. Just click in, and it looks like it's supposed to be there.
By the way, should expect harsh environments and harsher monsters.
You all hook yourselves up and are lifted into the sky. You are flown towards, I believe if I can remember my own games, I believe it was Sector 12 that had the initial incursion. You can
Sounds right.
see as you fly over a skyscraper that has been cut in two, a splattering of purple and green guts that have yet to be cleaned.
How long is this after that attack?
This is not long after. This is maybe
Okay.
2-3 weeks. But the
Yeah,
Light
okay,
Corps
well.
has been in like a panic, like Kaiju are back.
Yeah.
So you see guts that have not been cleaned up yet. You do spy the very obvious mark of a street ripped to shreds by a chain blade. You fly past the disabled arc reactors where the body, or at least half of the body of a kaiju that, at least for Osvaldo, you've definitely heard stories of, and maybe you've even fought one, in your past before retiring. Maybe it was your retirement fight that sent you into the corpse of a multi-skyscraper-sized kaiju annihilator lying there dead, with what you can see are people attempting to work on it. As you
That looks almost like my going away present before I left. The first kaiju I fought, though, swear to God, simian looking one, big ape. Only had 3 fingers though, like 2 big fingers and thumbs. The thumbs is what really made it a bad thing. Climbed to the top of that fucking building over there before it was finished. We unloaded everything we could into it. It had this poor, like it had several pink mechs held in its hand, just swinging around all over the place. It was a wild time. Y'all have it so easy.
Better stop. You're scaring me. Plus, I'm afraid of heights. And if you look over, he's like trying not to look down as his mech is suspended.
Looking up's way worse if you're scared of heights because you realize how much closer you are to the sky. It's easier to just look out on the horizon.
I think, Osvaldo, for a split second, you get a voice into your comms from a technician in the mecha carrier who pipes in and goes, "I actually think I remember that one." And then you hear a voice.
No, you don't, and I turn it off.
I was gonna say, but as you go to turn it off, you hear a quick voice saying, "You're not authorized."
No, you don't. And turns the comlink off. Waits a few minutes and then turns it back on.
And with that, you all fly through the visible shattering in the dome, the Arclight dome that is meant to protect the city. And whether the weather beyond the dome is something that, if you are really like locked into your mechs, like you feel the same feeling that your mechs do. You can feel the burning hot wind. You can feel the sand particles. It is like a lesser version. I'm making a lot of references to movies today. It is like a lesser version of Arrakis or Tatooine, even. Similar in that nature.
Hell yeah.
And so you all feel that wind against you as this time, appropriately, you hear an appropriate voice appear over your comms, likely the captain of the ship, who pipes in and says, not too far into your flight, maybe, the city's just beginning to kind of disappear. And you hear the voice on all of your comms saying, "This is where we're dropping you. We can't drop you too close to the sightings. You're on your own from here. There's no other support for miles. Good luck." And
Are you fucking kidding me?
and as you say that, the chains disconnect and you go whoom down to these sandy dunes.
Daedalus is going to pull legs in and try to kick them forward to get at least a little bit more distance instead of just being dead dropped in a singular location.
Give me a mobility.
You don't drop everybody in the same single fucking spot. 13 under 16.
13 under 16. Okay. You are able to get that kickoff and land a bit further away from the others. It's very much like, God, here I go doing it again. It's very much like the blast of sand from Scorponok in Transformers. You land and it just boof.
Good.
So, setting the idea of what is going to happen, he would have kept his mech relatively, maybe not inactive, but more on a standby mode.
Mm-hmm.
So that when they finally start to drop is when he'll kick everything on. And as they're starting to drop is when those protrusions on like shoulder back area of the mech start to light up, as well as several emitters before what looks like a pair of wings, almost like two sets of wings. Two larger ones made up this energy, and then a smaller set pointed downwards more will flare open, and with the glide thrusters I have,
Nice.
I'm gonna essentially use that to stop and slow my descent to get to the ground safely without any kind of impact. As once he gets down there, you'll see the mech kind of like hover above the ground without getting too far off of it.
What in the fucking biblically accurate Jesus mech is this shit?
For Ultram, you would know. Obviously, this is your mech. This is definitely one of the advancements that you have over Osvaldo and Daedalus,
Mhm.
having Arclight powered wings.
It's there's been quite a few upgrades in technology since your time.
Well, you might want to watch out. Captain Corncob's right above your fucking head.
Boom! Just
Ships
sand
out of the
everywhere.
way before.
But just a big burst of like diesel smoke, and then my mech is in the Verafoam mode, so it just starts crawling out of the sand with its big treads, and it can go fast with the treads. It's been modified, and so he can cover tons of ground in the desert with these.
And as you all land, you hear the mecha carrier turning around, going back to the city, as a like an overhead HUD within your cockpits blinks up, and you can see which, funny enough, we had a mecha in the last game who's like this. Osvaldo, the overhead HUD was likely forcefully inserted and placed into your mech.
It's the same as the tablet inside here. There's like two graded pieces that he's Velcro wrapped the thing too. So it's like it's not 100% stable, but it's there.
Mm-hmm. And you all get this overhead like a video game arrow leading forward, leading you towards this facility.
Farmer John, can you pull a lot?
Well, yeah, I probably can. If you need a ride, or if you need me to tow you.
I got 2 legs and no tugs, and I send the winch hook out to the back of his where it had the hook connection.
The bar, yeah, and it just hooks in.
And winch myself to the back of it and sand ski.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah,
you have to roll power.
Do you have to,
or anything? Or no?
I'm gonna have
I
both of you.
I have a 17 power.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give both of you advantage, so you'll roll twice, take the better number. I want power from the farm mech. I want mobility from the wrecker.
I'll say less.
15 under 17.
Natural 1.
Okay, so that's good in this system. So you are able to begin towing Daedalus. Natural 1 is a critical success. How good does the surfing look?
He's sand skiing. This looks like I am the chosen one of Arrakis. I have claimed the great sandworm and am riding it across the dunes themselves. Yeah, it's essentially, he knows that at least in this environment, that's not what this mech is for. It's for like urban forest, like hard ground spaces. Being in the dunes, hell no. I'm a big get shot mech, not a maneuverability mech.
How about Ultram? as you see the dune skiing.
You know what? I got 14 power, and if we're gonna get there faster, he's also gonna knowing. Is he already using the winch like attached to?
Yeah, he's going.
Okay, so if anything, he's gonna try to assist as best he can, given he's more agile as he doesn't have to actually touch the sand itself, and try to assist them in moving through so they can get through closer.
Okay.
Are you just gonna like backpack grab him and like help guide him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Are you activating an ability?
I mean, all I got is either glide thrusters or that's pretty much all I got for that kind of a thing. But that's just a move without
Well,
provoking
I
an
feel like
opportunity tax.
glide thrusters you get to ignore the ground basically,
Mhm.
right?
Give
You're in
me
air, and then Variform frame allows me to ignore difficult terrain and move 2 range bands. So I think
So
we're
give me
between us, we're set. I
give
think,
me a
right?
mobility with advantage. I'm because of the teamwork. Everyone gets to have advantage on this.
Come on, man. We're gonna need it. This is a work truck, an excavator, and a legitimate mech
So,
yeah,
on
yeah,
as
yeah.
a team.
12 under 16.
Okay. Are you grabbing Daedalus or what was the mech of
Armor.
just
Farmer.
Farmer?
It's
Are you
literally just farmer.
are
He
you
doesn't
grabbing
have a name.
are you grabbing the back of Daedalus or Farmer for the boost?
I
As
think
you
Daedalus just because it's gonna make more sense to try to push from behind. So
If you grab Farmer and you have the jets, you
Fair.
guys would push faster.
that's
And
fair.
I'm just stand skiing in the back.
What are you
I'm
standing
covering
on?
our tracks.
Was that?
Are you surfing on your shield or just boots in the sand?
The boots in the sand, the feet of Daedalus is the heels of it just dug in. I'm making debris fields behind us in case they fire anything from behind. They can't see us.
see you attract worms this way, all I'm saying.
And I'm proving I can conquer them.
All right, so Farmer, you feel the mech hands grab onto you, and this boost just forward as you all begin flying through the dunes. Um,
Like, so already moving fast. When I feel that, it's probably like, vroom, yeah.
yeah, like essentially like hyperspeed. You know, you're going just. Woo.
Mhm.
The nitrous kicked in. Let's go.
It's like oh god, I can't help it. I'm picturing inside Farmer's cockpit. It's like the hyperspeed from Spaceballs. Just ooh.
Yes.
Once it gets into kind of a rhythm, though, he takes off his comm set because it's just headphones are annoying to him. He's not used to wearing them, just earplugs. He cranks on some music, cracks open a beer,
Yeah.
and just he's not used to doing warrior stuff, but this is fun.
All right. So as you guys go flying through the dunes, can you all give me a systems test, please?
Oh boy.
Fail 16 over 13.
13 under 14.
Ooh.
Fail. 9 over 7.
Okay, so Daedalus.
Yep.
Probably because
Oh,
you're in the back. You know, you're not really putting.
Come on.
Yeah,
Wide field of view.
yeah. You see it within your cockpit view and your kind of heads up display. Um, not too far ahead of where you are flying, you can see a like rock formation, like a rock arch with several other large, um, brown tan rocks around it. And you begin to get red little blips on your radar. You get
Oh.
from what you can tell from this distance, at least 3 red blips appear that all mark the signifying tell of Kaiju.
Farmer, biblically accurate Gabriel. We got 3 red dots coming up on the archway ahead of us.
What does that mean?
Bad guys. Shoot, kill.
Oh shit!
Take them out.
Okay, hold on. And you just hear scrambling. Is he like putting on his headset again?
If you would have all failed, y'all would have got jumped. Do you come skidding to before the rocks?
Whenever they stop,
Wait, are
I
the
am
rocks
going to
Oh,
continue
sorry, go ahead.
and try and like 2-leg arm, like 2-leg stance in front of Farmer once they
How-
come to a stop.
How big is the rock wall? Like, is it
They
something we have to
are.
climb?
It is like
or
a.
is it-
It's like a massive arch of rock that you'd see in like a Wyoming state park.
Oh, okay. So we could go under it.
Yeah, you
theoretically.
can go under it.
Gabriel, sir, Lieutenant, can you fly like up there?
How willing are you to allow me to push this glide thruster?
I'm gonna tell you my motto in games right now because I think it's the most fun. If you have an idea, no matter how stupid it is, stupid in the sense that it is utterly ridiculous, it is impossible to happen, it's stupid, and you bring it to me, all you have to do is give it a good argument and convince me, and it could break every single rule in the game, and I will let it happen.
Sell me on it and you can roll the dice.
Yes.
Okay,
So I'm
so-
willing to push it a lot if you can tell me how.
Because the glide thrusters I had on mind are very much like small, the combination of the Arclight wings and the energy field thrusters, if you want to call them that, around that calf area of the legs. So I'm thinking that building up speed and literally uses it as like a jump launching thing to get him up there and propel him to the top.
Okay.
We could also like slow down because I can move 2 range bands in one move with my treads. So if he's just getting towed behind, we could slow down a little bit till we get close and then just gas, drive forward, and then just you let go and launch yourself, and then you got momentum to just
So
parasail.
And that'll fling me in front
Yeah.
of Farmer.
Yeah, it's all one movement.
I will allow this. I'm going to ask for a mobility at disadvantage because it is the method of picking up another mech to fly upwards. Well, technically picking up 2 mechs to fly upwards.
Well, I don't think we need to go, do we? You're just going up there, right?
I'm
Yeah.
just going by myself.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're going
he's-
by
he's-
yourself. I thought you were
He's
picking
flying
him
up by himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
'Cause
using
we
the
don't need-
tension on the winch to slingshot myself.
Okay.
over the top of
I
Farmer.
thought you were picking up. Okay. So then
Yeah, he
Uh,
can disengage and just fly.
So
Yeah,
then
well,
roll.
we can go and heading up.
I'm going to ask for biblically accurate angel and old man
What?
to give me a mobility, please.
Absolutely.
What is your actual call sign, Panda?
Wing Horizon.
Or
So
biblically
is
still
accurate
not
angel.
off.
7 under 16.
2 under 16.
Okay.
Do I
So
need to roll or no? Are
no,
we good?
you're good. You can come to a halt.
You just hit the brakes. You're fine.
Yeah, you know,
We're doing
Daedalus.
dumb shit.
We'll start with you, Daedalus. Describe what happens.
As we've discussed over the comm links, the idea of positioning and getting into place. As I feel Farmer's mech hit the brakes, keeping the tension, Daedalus will like charge the legs and jump, using the tension to carry him directly in front of Farmer, disengage the winch, and just and then move the chain gun up into position, just ready to go.
Okay. You ready yourself, Wing Horizon. Can you also give me no, I'm not going to ask for systems because you would see it now that you are high enough up. So you glide upwards, you fly upwards, you activate the boosts. You get towards the top of this arch.
Yep.
You can see as you fly up there, what kind of meets your view is a, believe it or not, a kaiju.
Hmm.
Massive creature, not as big as your mech, but almost there.
Yeah.
One clawed hand uh, clutching the rock, almost as if it's clawed into the rock itself, like gripping into it with its nails. Split jaw as it looks at you with these like just dead eyes, these dead black eyes. Scales, these sickly green scales or sickly greenish blue scales all over it that end in a tail that has a like a an ankylosaurus ball. Um, Large meaty legs that also are clawed into the arch. Um, and as you see this from the bottom of the arch, uh, the three other kaiju appear. There was a fourth hiding in the wings. Uh, the three kaiju that Daedalus pinged are. They look to be freshly spawned. There is this orange slime kind of dripping off them. They are not large at all. They are large. They're like the size of a, like an 18-wheeler truck. They're big, but not mech big. Um, Really like just twisted faces, almost like stunted clawed arms, and these jagged spines ripping out from their spine. As they all kind of crawl their way from behind the bottom of the arch. Um, and I believe it is mobility for initiative.
I think it's power or mobility.
When mecha, yes, you may use mobility or system, whichever is higher for your initiative.
Oh, mobility. Got it. Okay.
If you succeed, you take your turn before the enemies. If you fail, the enemies go first.
I definitely failed.
Fail.
Oh no, Daedalus.
Succeed.
Ooh. So Arc, and then enemies, and then everyone else.
That's fine. That's okay. It's perfectly fine. What's the first one I can see?
There are three within. Let's see. You would be at near distance because of the boost you got. There are the three little spawnlings like on the inside of this arch that are near distance. So you'd have to move one to get close to all three of them, but like they're all spaced differently. But it would be one to get close to them.
Nah, I'm gonna take one of these near guys. As a use action, I'm going to use the grappler. I'm using the tow winch, and I'm sending that hook out to grab one of the ones within near distance.
Okay.
I have to test power for it. If I succeed, I deal 1d4 damage and then pull them into close range, melee range with me. But I would like to do something as they're on their way towards me. That is an 11 under 18.
You are able to send this out, grab them. and they take 1 point of damage.
1d4.
1d4.
I'm gonna grab a d4 real quick. 1 point of damage.
1 point of
But-
damage.
As they're being forcibly pulled towards Daedalus, he's going to open fire with the chain gun at them as they're being pulled directly to him as an attack action.
You would also notice as the grappler like squeezes around them, some of their it like slices into them, and some of their blood flies out, this greenish blood that lands on the center of the arch, and you notice the rock begins to melt.
Fuck no. Don't like this. Why'd you guys let me do this? Why am I up here? I am way too fucking old for this shit. So yeah, I'm gonna unload on this creature as I'm dragging it towards me with the wench. And that is a 2 under 18.
Yes.
So let me roll.
Is
this,
it the classic rev up sound that we all know and love?
Oh yeah, but both revs happened at the same time. The chain gun started revving at the same time the winch motor revved to fire the grapnel out.
Yes.
I'm going to spend 2 armor points to also deal an additional attack die to it.
Ooh.
That is 7 plus 2 for the heavy weapon for 9 points of damage.
Okay,
and this is not with the corrosive rounds. This is with the base rounds that were already loaded in.
so because you were pulling it in, and you were firing at it as you're pulling it, I'm not going to hit you with the corrosive damage, the acidic damage. But do describe how you kill this one as it's being pulled into the bullets.
As it's being pulled, the chain gun is firing at the top half, right above where the wench has it wrapped, and is just bisecting it there.
Yeah.
So that both halves fall over and the wench fully returns back into place and starts spooling up to be used again.
Yes.
And I'm just going to stay within close range of Farmer.
Okay. So,
Perfect.
my enemies, my kaiju, my lovely kaiju. We're gonna start with the kaiju drone at the top of the arch, facing down a certain winged kaiju, or kaiju mecha. From its split jaw, I think you know what's about to come, Panda.
You're about to try to roach me, aren't you?
It is going to unleash this burning blast of ichor as it's going to fire at you with its maw beam, which I will need a mobility roll to dodge.
That is a 1 under 16.
Okay, so you critically dodge. How good is the dodge?
So straight up Tokyo drifting around the blast, like skids backward, and I think he's gonna go around the side where he might get more momentum to try to slash at him once his beam arm activates.
Okay. And after it misses its maw beam, it is going to use its move to climb a bit further down the arch. As it hopefully can eventually jump down to hit the people not mid-flight.
So you're saying the one that just attacked me is trying to get away from me?
The one that had just attacked you, it moves to the other side of the arch a bit further down.
Would you say it's trying to move out of my range?
I don't know if I would if it's for melee, I don't know if I'd put you at close for being near it.
Gotcha.
I think I'd put you at near, but not close. And now it's gone further. The two
But was it
remaining.
close to me to begin with?
No, it was near.
Okay, so right, just making sure.
The spawnlings. One of them is going to come up to Daedalus and try and rend you with its little like stumped claws. So I'm going to need a mobility.
3 under 16.
You can deflect the claws or dodge the claws. Probably deflect because I think you're too old to dodge.
It's just one of the big booted legs of Daedalus raises up, so it claws at the bottom of it. Like, there we go. Now we got some sand fins on the boots. Here we go.
And then the other one, still underneath the arch, is gonna like bend its head down, and these twisted spines are going to like very bloodily fire off its back, also at Daedalus for a mobility.
Listen here, Nat 1 mobility. You motherfuckers are gonna stop, raises the other boot up, gets the 2 spines at the base of that, and then just pushes them into the sand to break them off so they're not gonna affect anything around him.
Okay. That is my Kaiju remaining mecha.
You want to go, farmer, or should I?
I'm busy like unlocking my heavy belt-fed machine gun. So you go.
All right. So, since I see that one of them's moving away, instead of using the sword that just activated, which that stump seems to glow to life with like a blue plasma, almost like a welder's torch into a sword tip. He's gonna pull out the submachine gun and start firing on the one getting away from him.
Okay.
That's a 6 under 14.
Yes, you
Nice.
will.
And that's max damage of 8 points of damage on that shot.
Nice.
Let's go.
All right, it is still standing, but it is now rippled with bullet holes, and you can see where you shot it, and the blood spurts out. Yeah, its blood is definitely melting this rock archway.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
I'm gonna roll a reactor and take another shot.
Ooh.
I'm assuming it's 1 or 2 where it drops down one, right?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 5, so I'm good. I'm gonna do it again.
I'm gonna do it again.
7 under 14. So that's
Yep.
only 2 points this time.
Okay. It is definitely hurt, but it is still clutching onto this rock.
Gotcha.
So there's one on the top of the rock
Mhm.
with a wing horizon, and then there's 3 on the bottom which have just spat a bunch of spines. Which
One is dead, and then there's
One's dead,
another
okay.
one in melee with Daedalus, and there's another one at far range underneath the archway.
okay, so I would like to twist so my treads like a tank rotate and drive this way, but my waist turns around, so I'm strafing. And then I've been trying to load in the armor piercing, or sorry, the explosive rounds into my machine gun. He finally figures out how to do it because he's not like weapons trained. But I would like to drive with my Variform frame to strafe into close, but still maintaining one. Sorry, not close, near. So I'm one range band between both of the 2 on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just want to unload on the one that's further away.
Okay.
So with a heavy range, I have a +2 to my attack. So I need to roll a power. That's a 13 + 2 for 15 under 17. So
Ooh.
dong 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 dong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it. My damage die is a D8, but a plus D6 because of explosive rounds, which detonate in like a line. And that's a max on the 8 and a 5, so that's 13 points of damage. And then I think I only have to roll reactor for when I activate Veriform. So since
Yeah.
I'm still in it, I don't think I need to do that. But it's a move and attack
The
for 13 damage on it.
spawnling underneath the archway is nothing but gore. As it pops.
Yeah! Look at that! First kill
Back up
for
to
myself.
Daedalus.
Let's shred this little shit in front of me.
No, it's fine.
We're going to unload into this little asshole cut into my boot a few moments ago. That is a 14 under 18
Mm-hmm.
to hit. And let's keep fucking punching him. Max on the D6 with +2 for a total of 8 points of damage.
You eviscerate this spawnling as it essentially bursts underneath your punch and your feet. You dig it into the sand. Some of the blood does spill onto the feet of your mecha, and you will take 1 point of acid damage from its acidic blood as it dies.
Cool. I'm not going to use armor for that, so I'll just take that point to the boot.
And I asked this question to everyone in my last session. When you take damage, how linked into your mech are you? Do you yourself, the pilot, feel the pain?
To the very specific question that ties to a very specific other character that has only been spoken of. To Daedalus, this was the work truck.
Mm-hmm.
This is the mech that goes to pick up the fallen mechs, bring them in. This isn't one that Osvaldo was linked to.
Okay.
The one he was linked to was Phaethon, and that's with his son.
So
he doesn't feel it, but he is getting like the warning
Yeah.
sign of corrosive damage to boot, deploying like liquid hydrogen to kind of thing. He's not, hey, the truck blows up, I'll go buy a new truck. I don't give a fuck. Like, this is fine.
Yeah. Okay. And I believe the drone, the Kaiju drone, would be at far from you, because I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the two of you moved to the other side of the arch, so that should be on the other side. So I think you would see,
Yeah.
you'd probably see Wing Horizon flying up there, but you would not see the drone.
Youngin, don't let the old timer be up to your zip right now. I'm gonna need you to take that thing out already. The farmer already got one. And that will be the second thing that I do. That will be my use action. I use the comms to tell biblically accurate Samael to hurry this the fuck up.
I love that it keeps changing angel names.
Changing angel names every time.
In the background, you just hear Felipe just like shouting, "Woo, yeah, I'm gonna get a tattoo for Arclight. I'm a soldier now."
Okay. As it comes to the drone's turn, it's gonna try the same thing. It doesn't like that you are flying and firing at it. It's gonna fire at you with small beam. So I need a mobility.
So that's a 20. However, I have adaptable robotics. So
You
I'm
can
gonna
re-roll
roll
it and
that.
take the second. Yeah. Good call.
Oh, perfect. That's a 1.
Oh.
16.
The balance.
Yeah. So again,
Heaven or hell, let's
perfectly,
rock.
And the yang.
you perfectly dodge this maw beam, and this drone is pissed off.
Mm.
It is just gonna. Honestly, it was trying to get down to attack the more open targets.
Mm-hmm.
It uses
Not
its
letting it.
it now uses its second action to reclimb the arch to get further up.
So you guys can see.
Yeah.
From
that's so cool. That's so cool.
to that.
So
Love it.
it climbs back up, and it is now in the position where it started this combat as it gets to you.
Cool. So I'm gonna just assuming I don't have to move up to it because it moved back to close, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Whether it's gonna do corrosive damage to me or not, I don't care. I'm coming in and attacking it, and if I hit, I'm doing a reckless attack. So that's a 314 to hit.
Yep.
Let me reduce that to that. And if I believe it's an extra damage die. So that'll be 2d8 instead of 1d8. Perfect. 13 points of damage.
How do you want to kill it?
And it's a plasma sword. So as it's charging at him, he'll just dart in, and that one arm that's the sword itself will move out, and it's like drilling through it, so it's splitting it open.
You're just going ham. You're just going straight
Uh-huh.
through. So you will take 1 point of acid damage.
Okay, that's just my armor eating that.
And we're gonna have some fun here. I'm gonna say that as you slice through the drone, you just go. So you go and you take a chunk of the arch with it as the arch, this massive piece of rock falls and squishes the bits of the drone into the sand.
Yep.
There we go, Cherub. That's how you do it.
So much for the monument.
Life lives.
I was gonna shoot it anyways.
Yes, it would have melted it away anyway.
At least you can glide. You look cool up there in the whole mech, just like pointing something.
Yeah, good job, Cupid.
Yeah, thanks, old timer.
You'd like my son. I think you and my son would be pretty good. Pretty vibe. There's like there's a frequency there that I think kind of like he's a natural. I love that kid. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. Now where the fuck are we going now?
The heads-up display still points that same direction.
Shall we go that same way?
Yeah, the arm just the cable winds out, connects to the back of Farmer again.
Yep. Return to the.
Start taking off.
Not even gonna ask for rolls. You guys can just set off, and you're in the dunes for a while. You're on this trail for a while, and it is nothing. It is quite literally nothing but sand. It is empty wasteland. It is
Over the comms, she just calming conversation as we're going. He says, "Can you believe someone is trying to sell real estate out here? There's nothing for miles."
I mean, I take it. There's literally nothing for miles. I don't gotta worry about nobody. Nobody's gotta worry about me. I can set up like think about it. Hydration tents. I got solar power I could run out here. I got wind turbines I could put out here. I pump energy back to the city. The city cuts me a check for pumping energy in, and then we're good. I don't gotta cut bots no more.
We need to talk after this because I almost put a deposit on one of these lots out here.
Look, if you said you're putting like full blown, like what was it, Gatling guns at your farm and your boys are on them, look what me and you did. Me and you took 3. Fucking Seraphim only took one on top of the rocks. We got this. We can set up shop out here. Nobody can fuck with us. Seraphim can even come for dinner on Fridays.
If we can keep this gear.
Now, they ain't taking my shit. I'll cut it off and sell it to somebody next week and buy it back 3 days after.
You better not ever come to my farm.
Man, don't you just love it when your players lore build for you? I'm gonna add on to that. With the plots of land, you would know that out here in the dunes, they've mostly been corporate cells to science groups to study the ongoing effects of the Arclight. And its properties within the world. Because, and this is going to give him an ego boost, this entire planet runs on the Arclight. And it powers everything. It's like it's like the Force. It is a mysterious thing that has existed for as long as you have lived. The Arclight has powered everything, and most of the plots of land out here in the dunes have been corporate cells to science groups and other research stations, such as the one you are now heading to.
Researchers got to eat.
Now, but see, what they don't take into consideration is civilians don't have to pay as much on taxes. Like, that's all government funds that they got to pay back to the government and taxed on top of it. If the city's paying us for energy we're making out here for them, that's a check and a check to a check. Like, that's nothing but money.
Well, we could all use a little bit more money. And got 7 youngsters to put through school.
See, even better. And then we get the first one going. By the time they're old enough, if they want to, we buy another plot and we put it in their name. You finish school. If you want to do what your parents did, we got a whole plot for you. Run it the same way. If not, sell the plot. Use the money to go backpack somewhere in fucking Timbuktu or wherever. But they got something to start with at the end of doing all their schooling.
I'm gonna say this because I think it's funny. All of you would know on the topic of money. All of you would have heard when the Kaiju initially attacked. One of the defenders, one of the mechs that were sent out to defend, the mech who left the giant chain blade wound in the streets, was basically for their penance and payment back to the city and the Arclight Corps, was docked basically like 2 full paychecks.
It's literally checks to checks to checks, like, and then we don't even have to pay taxes on it because it's government funding coming to us that we're providing to the government. Like, we will have conversations after this, Farmer. I promise you.
I was gonna
Just
say, how's
sounds
Wig?
like
How do you feel
understand.
about it?
Alton's not responding to any of this because he wouldn't know any of this to begin with or have any leg in this race. It's that meme of I don't know who I am or where I am. All I know is that I must kill.
As you guys are going and talking to each other, can you all roll me systems, please?
Incoming systems fail.
Yeah, systems are not my thing tonight.
6 under 14. Where are all of your stat points, Panda?
Not in systems.
Jesus.
So
It's a
again,
good thing you're a veteran because I'm just like in the conversation, not paying attention to anything.
yeah, not paying attention at all. As Daedalus, you see, you don't even have to see it from your heads-up display. You see approaching very rapidly is the research site. You can see the buildings, the scientific tents, and whatnot. That should you choose not to say anything, Farmer will crash it.
We'll go right through it.
Yeah.
Air brakes, full suspension, hit the slow button, whatever it is you gotta
What?
do. Tent City, up ahead, 10 seconds.
Well, we don't want to buy
Oh,
it. Oh shit!
Stop.
Roll me mobility, Wing Horizon and Farmer.
Oh, okay. So. It's a
Daedalus
fail.
is just
11
gonna
over.
That is
dig
a
his heels
critical
even
success.
more in the dirt.
Okay. So Wing Horizon, you're able to stop. You're able to just stop.
Yep.
Farmer goes a bit further than intended, and you are able to stop yourself before anything bad happens, because as you kind of skid to a halt at the edge of this city or this research station, about half of the research station is now a sinkhole into the earth that you
I
almost
told you we
just
shouldn't
fell
buy
in.
anything here.
We got nothing to worry about when we're out here. This is a bunch of nerds who don't pay attention to their observational techniques. 360 perimeter, watch your 3 to 9s, and you're
I don't
good to
think
go.
this is so much the perimeter.
Well, this is the perimeter, and he points to the
Maybe they
edge
need-
of the sinkhole. And he goes, "If they were watching this, that wouldn't have happened."
Maybe they needed seismic sensors.
The
See,
lieutenant's really
Valentino's
smart.
got a good idea.
Can I try scanning? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is systems.
Just gonna, for the first time, actually activate his computer system inside and see if he can sense any sort of things. But it's all farm equipment, so 19 over 13 is a fail.
No, you maybe get one blip on your radar, but then it kind of glitches out and it's nothing.
Yeah, everything's messed up in here.
Digs the feet of Daedalus into the sand, and like 90 degrees the top half over the hole, and I'll do a scan over
Alright,
what's
give
in
me-
the hole.
Give me a
I
systems.
think I'm also gonna step into this, see if maybe not focusing on dragging somebody with me might help.
All right. Roll systems.
10 under 14.
Okay.
Nope.
How deep is the sinkhole? I guess that's what we're not finding out.
I will inform you when we come back from a little 10-minute break.
Okay.
So
Cool.
we're gonna go on a break, use the bathroom, get some drinks, get some snacks, and we'll be back to see what happens next.
Cool.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. We have gotten our snacks, we've gotten our drinks, we've used the bathroom, we've discussed about the inaccuracies of Viking horns during the break. Good discussions. Do your research, TV shows.
Seriously. Fucking seriously.
Daedalus, as you scan the tunnel, as you scan the sinkhole, it goes down for quite a while. It goes down enough that should you jump into it, you would have space. It is roomy, if you will.
Okay.
There is like a bend at the end that seemingly goes further down, like further forward. It goes down and then forward. And as you're scanning and you're getting this on your heads-up display, you get the similar red pings of Kaiju, 2 of them approaching out of the tunnel.
Can I visually see them, or am I just getting the pings because we know, like, this is the sound or these are the shapes of them?
You cannot visually see them. You're hearing the sounds. You're also getting the, like, on your heads up map, 2 red dots that are slowly approaching through the tunnel.
Okay. So, farmer, about us, getting this plot of land out here.
I'm having second thoughts.
No, I think it's a great idea, but if something happens to me, you talk to my son, we get the whole thing set up. If something happens to you, I'll get your boys and we'll set the whole thing up.
Sounds like just don't let anything happen to you. Here, do you want me to grab the winch and hold you?
Nah. Daedalus will full spring load down and then leap into the hole itself.
Okay. As you jump downwards, you come face to face. They're near. They're not close. You come face to face with oh damn it. What's the Godzilla kaiju with the wings and like the like, not the hole in its chest, but what's it called? I'm blanking.
Destroya?
Yeah, Destroya. They look like Destroya. But a lot, not exactly like the Destroya, but they have kind of like these. If it had wings, they clearly haven't formed yet. They're very like tiny, vestigial, almost like bone
nubs, almost.
Yeah. They clawed hands, a similar split mouth jaw of the drone that was fought earlier. Thick looking tank of a kaiju. There's one directly at near in front of you, Daedalus, and there is one approaching from behind it as well.
Well, on the fall down, the plates that were very shittily welded onto Daedalus, they spring open and actual armor plating folds out of each set. I'm going to engage my retractable shields as I'm on my way down there to put me back at full armor, because it gives me 2 points and I had only spent 2 points. And as we go into combat,
Yep.
chain gun comes up, the winch spools, whichever one is the biggest in near range.
All right.
Same combo. Winch grab, chain gun
All
into him.
right. Well, let's roll some initiative here. So that will be mobility or systems for everyone.
19. That's a fail.
8 under 16 for a success.
Is meat? If I meet it, is that a success?
A meet is a fail.
Then that's a fail.
So the same exact order. Arc, monsters, everyone
You
else.
guys know I can't roll initiative for shit. It doesn't matter what game.
All
right,
right, the
so,
grappler go
Yeah.
testing power. Yeah, absolutely. 3 under 18.
You grab the frontmost one.
They take 3 points of damage.
Right.
I need to roll reactor real quick. We are good with a 4. And then the chain gun into as it's coming towards Daedalus. 4 under 18. I will spend that 2 points of armor to add an additional damage die. And that is 7 plus 2 for 9 points of damage into that first one. And they are now in close
And
to me.
and because this one did not die in the pull, I am going to say as it's pulled close to you, the blood does splatter, and it will be 2 points of acid damage.
I'll take it right to the hull, not spending that armor.
Right.
So now that thick, like clear glass that's on the front of this salvage thing has now got like pots in it, like it's starting to concave in from the acid that's being sprayed out from it. Come on, I'm trying to buy property out here.
And as you scream that at it, it's just gonna roar at you, spittle flying into your, the windshield, and it's gonna try and rake down. No, it's just gonna try and bring its teeth into your cockpit. I'm gonna need a power roll.
You got it. 2 under 18.
Okay, so you managed to dodge the bite. I forget if because my kaiju usually never live long enough to do this. I forget kaiju can attack twice.
Yes.
They just don't. They don't do reactor rolls because they don't have reactors.
Yeah.
So you manage to. I imagine like it's maybe the chain that gets lodged into its teeth that prevent the first bite.
Move the winch up to where it grabs the lower jaw and pulls the head down a little bit.
And it's gonna try and rip itself free and try and go in with another chomp.
Let's go.
So it's power again.
Because I ain't moving. 5 under 18.
Yeah. Okay. The second one, and this tunnel is wide enough for multiple like side by side creatures. Like it is a large. Now that you're inside of it, it is giant. Something bore this tunnel.
Oh.
So the next one, the other kaiju baron, as they are called, was Farmer looking in? Farmer was both Farmer and Wing Horizon were looking down into the tunnel, right?
I was at the edge.
They were looking down at the edge.
Yeah.
Because it is going to move past you, Daedalus.
Ooh, smack it with the gun.
All right.
Just barely. 17 under 18.
Okay, yep.
3 points of damage.
Okay. And it is going to move past you. And it is going to move to the edge of the hole. And it is going to look upwards. And I think it's going to look at Wing Horizon because you're the one flying in the sky right above, right?
I mean, hovering, but yeah.
Yeah, give me a mobility as it's going to try and unleash its own beam.
3 under 16.
Yeah, you are able to dodge the beam. And this isn't a direct like Godzilla beam. As I said, it's very Icarus. So as it fires upwards, the actual beam itself like is a quote unquote liquid that splashes onto the sand and begins to eat away at it. Let's see, what else is he gonna do? It's gonna just keep the charge. It's just gonna keep spitting upwards, and it's gonna move in a motion. As I'm gonna need Farmer to make that same mobility.
9 under 11. Pass.
Close. You are able to. You see this ichor splashing upwards towards you. And now it is the other mechs.
How deep does it look like this sinkhole is?
Like,
is it just an endless pit, or?
So Daedalus jumped into it.
Mm-hmm.
Daedalus would be at a far distance.
So he's just going down there.
You would see him like on your like visuals, but he's down there.
In the cockpit, I'm gonna like lean forwards, clutch at the comms, and be like, Daedalus, what was your son's name?
Elias.
Yeah, I'm gonna just shoot down into the pit at the thing. It's the one that belched. I'm gonna shoot at. That's a 9 under 17, so that's a hit. This is with explosive rounds. Actually 9 plus 2, so 11 is still under 17. That's 12 points of damage. And then I'd like to roll reactor and shoot again.
All right.
So reactor is a d6. That's a 3, so a pass. Attack is a 2 plus 2 for 4 under. And that's 5 more damage. So.
Okay. It is still standing, but there are chunks missing from its flesh.
Yeah. I have to take a call, so I'll be right back.
Wing her eyes.
All right. So, as that one decided to fire its beam at us, quote unquote, he's just going to unload its submachine gun on him.
Okay.
Just to keep a distance for now. Nope, that's a fail.
Boom, 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 boom. The large, bullets go flying in and just hit rock.
But I'm going to roll my reactor to try it again. That's a pass. 13 under 14, just barely pass.
Ooh.
You rolled damage. 7 points of damage.
All right. As you fire down, you can see the visuals on your screen as this creature slumps to the ground, and you can hear the thud behind you, Daedalus, as it drops dead. And it's back to you.
Unwind the winch from the one that's in front of me. The motor spins backwards, and I'm gonna launch the hook into the body of the dead one behind me.
Okay.
So let me roll this real quick. 15 under 18 for power, so it succeeds. It's dead, so I'm not going to roll the damage on it, but I'm connecting into that one, and then I'm instantly winding the winch forward to may swing the body down in front of him.
Yep.
That will be do you want me to do that as an attack or a test? Or do you want that to be a second use?
I think so. Let's see here. I think I'm going to treat this as an attack it'll be an improvised weapon, so it will be one.
Okay.
It will be one damage die lower than your standard.
Got it. Okay. I'm swinging this one. I'm swinging this body into the other one because there were two in this hallway, and then I have the one I'm fighting. I'm going to swing it into this other one over here. 14 under 18. Yeah, we're gonna spend 2 more armor points on this.
All right.
We're gonna make this an additional reckless attack, so for 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage as you swing the corpse into this other kaiju. It takes the brunt, and because I like flair, I'm gonna say that these kaiju they would have they'd have maybe like a horn or some spikes on the top of my head. So as you slam it into them, the creature in front of you, you just see the body of the dead one slam into it, and then it takes the brunt, and then it gets split in half as it connects with the horn and splatters all across. So you've used a corpse to attack someone, and then that someone desecrated the corpse.
And it's just winding the winch back into place. I'm going to slide the handle on the firing mechanism forward, down, back to swap the rounds over to those corrosive rounds that I picked up for my next turn.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. It is going to try. It does not appreciate this.
I don't know why.
Firstly,
we're just playing a game.
Firstly, it's gonna roar in your face, so I need a presence roll.
Ooh, absolutely. 11 under 15.
Okay. You do not have to roll your reactor die, as you are able to steel yourself. It is gonna try and bite you, though.
He's an old salty vet. Like, he's used to people screaming at his face. And he repos mechs. People are always trying to beat him up over him coming to pick this shit up.
So the bite, I will need a power.
Got it. Ooh, first fail. 19 over 18.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I've dealt damage that isn't acid. Yeah. Roll my die.
You're dealt intended as
Yeah.
damage, not accidental.
You're gonna take 3 points of bite damage
Straight to the hull.
as it manages to rip into your mech and maybe take some metal with it.
I think it's pulled the protective grate that's in front of that like glass sheet that's there. It's ripped that whole plate off the front of it.
Oh, yes, I love the description. If this was a game that, I mean, I could make this game have inspiration, but you know, if I did that, I'd be giving you all inspiration for cool descriptions. Wing Horizon.
Yep. So
The current one is not in view.
Okay, but I know what's happening.
Yes.
So the nice thing of glide thrusters, once per moment, when taking an action, I can choose to move to a near location as a free action without provoking opportunity attacks. So
I think I'm outside of far. Because far was where the body was that attacked you guys, and I'm ahead of that.
I don't think it matters much for that distance. It literally says I can move
I think
to near location.
You would.
So
yeah, I mean,
as a move action, I will move. So I'm literally using this to cut the number of move actions I have to do down. So
okay. I was misunderstanding that misunderstanding that aspect. Do your thing.
While I'm using my glide thrusters, I'm moving to near, and then as a move action, because the glide was a free action, moving close range to this monster up beside it. And as my next action, I'm going to attack it with the plasma sword.
Okay.
as that arm ignites again, and he aims to go drive it through it. 12 under 14.
Mm-hmm.
And I will also burn 2 AP for another damage die.
Do it, do it, do it.
Oh, that was a weak roll. That's 4 points total.
It is definitely still standing. I am. We're just gonna play through the rounds here. We're just gonna while Farmer is in here, it would just go right back to Arc. I think you can kill it. It's not long for this life. So
Is its mouth still open
I would say
from
yeah.
roaring?
Yeah.
The whole upper half of Daedalus 9 rotates to put the barrels of the chain gun in its mouth and then starts winding it and firing.
Awesome.
Yep.
Ah, 10 under 18.
Yes, sir.
8 points of damage.
You rip the upper half of its jaw, head, everything goes ripped to shreds, flying off its body as it just boom. Thankfully, I get the last laugh because you do take 2 points of acid damage.
Right to the hull.
And I know we just had one, but before we continue down the tunnel into bigger things, we're going to make sure that we have everyone here. So I'm going to bring us back onto the break screen so that we can have all of our mechs with us as we continue near the end of this one shot.
Bit.
Whoops, okay, we're back. Don't worry, folks. I accidentally put us on the ending soon screen. We're not ending soon. We're definitely still playing. I'm a professional streamer. So, two of you are now in the tunnel. Farmer, you are still at the top. The kaiju are dead.
What did I miss in the last round? How did they die?
Ark, you want to describe?
Oh yeah. So the one that was spewing hatred at you guys, the Archangel Michael, slew down with its mighty flaming sword and cut into it. To which I rotated
That's why
the
you're
winch. No,
Okay.
I
Oh.
rotated the winch, grabbed the body that was sundered, swung it down onto the one in front of me. Michael's flaming blade stabbed into the one in front of me again, and then I put the chain gun in its mouth and then opened fire.
Yeah, just let it rip.
Nice. So you both are not like falling helplessly like Gandalf in the Balrog down there. You're
I was
kind of like
trying.
okay.
I was trying.
Okay. So I think with the my heavy ranged explosive round belt fed machine gun is probably still whirring from having shot, but I'm gonna lean over and be like, "You guys okay down there? What do you guys need to get back up here?"
No, there's a tunnel down here, Farmer. I think we gotta forward is always the best progression.
I want to lean down to. Are there any surviving buildings from the establishment here?
There are some buildings still standing. Like all the buildings surrounding the sinkhole are still fairly raised up.
I want to do one last try on the scan. I'm not terrible at scanning, so I want to give it one more go and see if there's any other life forms.
Okay.
That's an 11 under 13.
11 under 13 is success. Okay.
Tiny dice.
You okay, so you sense yourself, obviously you sense your other
Mhm.
pilots. There doesn't seem to be any signifying tell of living life forms within the buildings, but you're getting something.
From inside the building or in the
Not
sinkhole?
not inside the buildings. You're getting a human life form, not connected to the three of you, deeper in the sinkhole.
Hey team, I think there's someone left. Maybe one of the scientists is down in the sink. Maybe one of the buildings fell in. We better go down there after all. I don't really have a way of getting back out. I'm going to. I'm still in Veriform frame, so can I very carefully try to like tread down the wall
Yeah,
there, or am I just gonna free fall?
I'm not gonna ask for mobility because I let the other two kind of just jump in. Also, Ark, if you didn't hear, Farmer picked up a life signature, not within the surrounding buildings, but deeper within the sinkhole.
Got it. My paternal senses were tingling, and I got a message from Elias saying he was in sector 18. Also trying to off himself, and I said, "Now's not the time, son. Now is not the time."
So I'm gonna try to tread down and maybe scrape the wall for additional
Yeah,
drag.
You can just do that.
But yeah, I'll go down.
All right, you see the massacre of kaiju and your two allies in front.
Technically, I've got a shield on my back. I might stow the machine gun and pull out a small like rapid fire nail gun type pistol machine thing and the shield on one hand just so I don't get any of the gunk on guts on me.
Okay. You guys going forward?
100%.
Okay. Maybe this time it'll work for everyone. As you guys continue down, do you want to roll me systems? Maybe we'll get more than just one character.
Hi.
12 under 14.
Nope.
I had good luck with the little die. Can I roll this one?
Yes! Yes, of course you
Yes.
can!
Okay. There's a 15, which is a fail.
You know what? Roll that one with
Bad
advantage. Roll it again. Roll that one with advantage.
Okay.
Just because.
That's a 4.
There you go, guys. The bigger the die, the more likelihood you'll get advantage from me in my games.
This is a D20, right? I can roll this, right, if I want.
What's gonna happen now is the next game I run, Ark's gonna come in with one of those like pool inflatable D20s, the really
Yes,
big
I am.
ones.
Is that a thing?
That is a thing.
Yes.
Those are things. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Excuse me.
as
I'll
you
be
go
right
buy
back.
it. So Daedalus and Farmer, as the two of you, as the three of you are continuing down these tunnels, you know your systems are kind of going haywire a bit, but you can lock them in. You notice other tunnels. These do not appear to be natural. Something dug these tunnels. Something tore through and made these tunnels. Something big. That's not the only thing you notice. The other thing you notice is a glowing blue light from the end of the tunnel directly ahead of you that is getting brighter and brighter as you go down.
Does the Arclight glow blue?
It does. Like an electric blue.
Concern.
Almost like the color of the wings coming off
Mm-hmm.
my neck.
Okay. Well, is the tunnel still going down or is it curved around? Flat?
You are now in the flat part as you walk forward.
Okay. Okay. So if anything ignites up ahead, I'm going to reverse full throttle back out there. Jump on. I think my treads can hold you guys. Probably. Or can you water ski in this tunnel
It
with
is,
your anchor?
it's rock.
Is it smooth though? Like
No.
here, you can use my shield.
It is not
and Legolas toe.
It is not a smooth surface.
I think we could pull that one off. Well, if it's this looks like it's going to be a nuclear situation here, if I'm going to be 100% honest. The box underneath the glass plate, the glass plate shifts up and open, and Osvaldo's going to start priming buttons on that box underneath it. And then as it's closing, he's going to hit a button that is going to use and consume the booster kit on the back of Daedalus, so that he can regain some armor points, and he doesn't need to upgrade his reactor die because I haven't failed any. But we're trying to get some armor back.
Okay.
If you need more armor points, I don't think it's a good idea if there's anything with the Arclight reactors, anything up ahead to use explosive heavy ammunition in this space. Maybe if it's just like an oncoming horde, that's one thing. But for now, I've got my subgun and a shield. But if you need the shield for the +2 extra, if you burn through your stuff, it's yours. I want to see you get back to your Elias.
You keep it. You keep it. I already sent him, and like you could see, there's almost like a homing signal coming from the Daedalus now. He's like, no, boy's got a message now. He knows where I'm at if anything happens. But I'm back at full armor points. So
Well,
I'm
he-
still on
can't.
damage.
I don't have hands to hold another thing.
Fair.
I've got a tow winch and a chain gun.
And a gun.
While he's doing that, I'm also going to activate my own boost kit in order to regain my own armor points.
Okay.
That's 1d4. Yep.
You guys are heading towards the light. Okay.
Absolutely.
As you head forward and closer, the tunnel eventually opens into a large underground chamber.
Mhm.
You see, firstly, there's a clutch of orange eggs that, as you get closer, all pop open, and those similar, like raptor-like deformed kaiju spawnlings pop out. There's about 5 of them that all pop out at once. You also notice there are 2 not full-blown arc reactors, but almost proto-reactors. Like, they're not as big as the city, as the ones in the city. The ones in the city tower. They are gigantic. They have to power the city, and its multiple districts. These are very small. These are very meant for this research station. Except they're here now. And you see these orange tendrils are wrapped around these 2 reactors. There's one on the left, there's one on the right. The tendrils seem to be pulsating with power as you follow the tendrils to the back wall of this chamber, to almost like a giant amber cocoon, as it is powering or feeding this cocoon. As you step in, before we roll initiative, before you test your skills, the last thing you see is what should have been defending the research station. 2 more of these orange tendrils crawl up to the ceilings and have seemingly enveloped 2 sentry guns that are covered in these tendrils, activate, and aim towards the 3 of you. Roll your initiatives.
Tiny die.
Which is mobility or system.
5 under
Aha.
13.
10 under 16.
14 under
Success.
16.
Okay, so
Wait,
the
Are we all good?
mechs go
We're
first.
all going.
They put on some music.
I'm just gonna appropriately show you this one because it works. Here's my initiative paper. Mechs versus monsters. If it can appear, it's not gonna appear as it. It's bright white. The power of God is in this piece of paper. It says mechs and then monsters.
Perfect for initiative.
So mechs are first. The spawnlings are, so from the mouth of this entrance, the spawnlings are near. The sentry guns are also near. They're on the ceiling, and then the two proto reactors and the cocoon would be far. Or what's
Or
the
none of
third
them are
one?
close?
What's the third one? I think the third
Close,
one's
near, far, distant.
Yeah, okay. So none of them are close. The spawnlings and the sentry guns are near. The cocoon and the reactors are far.
Okay. I have a dumb idea, but I'm always for the dumb ideas because that's just my thing. Mech God.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use a move action
Yes.
to move into the next area, which would then make the cocoon in near range to me from far.
Yes.
I would like to use my grappler to pull me to the cocoon, not the cocoon to me.
Okay. Okay. Roll me. Is there a special thing with it, or you want me to give you a?
Well, it's instead of it. Essentially, with
So
the thing
reactor?
is, I normally, I roll a reactor each time I do it, but instead of pulling the enemy to me, pulling the enemy within close range, I want to pull myself
Okay. So,
within close range of it because it's locked into that wall, essentially.
So roll your reactor.
You got it.
And I think just with how they're positioned, I'm gonna have two of the spawnlings trying to attack you as you move through their space. So I'm going to
Can I help with that by trying to drive over them with my treads to try to keep them off them? Because we all go first before them, technically, right?
Yeah, but these are opportunity attacks.
Oh, okay. Fair.
So I will need 2 mobilities after your reactor.
So I barely succeed the reactor with a 3
on
a d6. My power test for it to even connect and grab is a 10 under 18. And you said you want 2 mobilities?
2 mobilities, yes.
You got it. 17 fails.
Okay.
9 succeeds.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the choice. You want the pie die or the bouncy die?
Pie die. If I'm gonna get hurt by my homie, I want to be hurt by my homie's dice.
You're gonna take 6 points of damage.
Let's go straight to the hall.
As you winch yourself to this cocoon, you can see now that you're directly up on it. It's essentially, the giant-sized amber from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
There is energy feeding inside of it, and I'm not even going to ask for a systems. You can see within it. It's clear enough for you to see within it. There's a mech inside. And the cocoon is beginning to fuse with it.
Taking it from mechanical to biomechanical.
Yes. And I'm gonna say this. For Osvaldo, you've been around. You've seen other mech pilots. You may have been in, you were once retired. You fought alongside. This isn't a modern day mech.
This is my gen.
This is very much an old gen mech that is currently fusing with this cocoon. It doesn't look as sleek as Wing Horizon. It doesn't if this was active today, it'd probably have parts falling off. It need to be replaced. It is an old gen mech. And Farmer, you're getting the life signal from inside the cocoon.
I think I will get back to that in a second because I'm full throttling. I want to try to drift into as many of the eggs as I can to squash them while shooting the submachine gun at the little guys.
Okay. There's 5 of them.
Okay. So I will just so they're in close range or near range?
So from the entrance of the mouth of this little cavern, they're near. If you drive forward, they'll be at close.
Okay. So I'll take a move action, but again, with my treads, I can move 2 for 1. But I kind of want to just drive over as many of the eggs as I can. So I don't know if that
Romeo mobility
helps. That is a 611 pass.
You begin treading through any remaining eggs that have not birthed any creatures. Mush.
Okay, popping them. Okay, cool. And then while I'm doing that, my mech can turn at the waist, so strafing is very easy for me to do that. And I will just start machine gunning with the smaller machine pistol. 6 under 17 attacks for a hit, and that is not armor piercing, so it's just my D8 damage die, which is a 4 against at least one of them.
Okay, you blast at one of them. Some of its skin and body shreds apart, but it is still standing. It hits you with one of those groans as it like it's gross. These things are freshly spawned. They're making sounds that like they don't have vocal cords. They don't have their speech.
Goopy noises.
Yeah, their speech patterns have not fully formed yet. They can't properly roar, so it's just gross.
Move attack. That's my turn.
Wing Horizon.
All right. Since at this point, I think it's more of a divide and conquer, so I'm going to go after the sentries.
All right, you're gonna fly upwards.
Thank
Yep.
you.
All right,
And
you can get in close.
They're high, so I was hoping
You're the only one we could. You're the only one out of us who could.
Uh-huh.
Well, you guys can shoot upwards.
But
this
I got
arm only
wheels.
goes this way.
He's got wings.
Yeah,
He's-
so I'm going to bolt up and use the sword to
All right.
slash at him.
All right, so you fly upward. Are you gonna hit the left or the right sentry gun? Because you'd be in range of both.
Left.
Okay.
That's a 13 under 14
Yes.
for 6 points of damage.
All right, you slash into this. Is there extra?
I was going to say, and it cannot be, it ignores any shield or armor, so
Okay.
6 directly to it.
You cut into this thing and you see you slice into this thing. Like this sentry gun should have been for a normal sentry gun, you should have just cut it in two. You should have just rendered the gun inert. But as you slice into it, you actually see these orange tendrils grip onto the metal of the sentry gun and like fuse it back into place. It is still active. So if that is all, that goes to monsters. Yep. The first sentry gun's gonna room and immediately try and blast Wing Horizon. So I will need a mobility, please.
15 under 16.
You are good from the first salvo, as the second one is going to whoom and try and unleash its own salvo of bullets into you.
4 under 16.
You dodge both. You dodge both oncoming blasts of bullets. Yeah, like a Mecha Neo. Just avoiding the bullets.
Think Wing 0 barrel roll.
Yes.
The
Hey, Gabriel, do a barrel roll.
do barrel roll. The
Committing barrel
spawnlings. 3 of the spawnlings are going to go towards Farmer. 2 of them are going to back up towards the cocoon and try and defend it. So Farmer, I will need 3 mobilities.
Here we go. There's no stacking thing like ubiquity, right? It's just one.
I don't
per
believe so.
attack.
I believe you just get attacked, it happens. You get attacked again, it happens.
Okay, so
Unless
mobility
I
is only
say
11.
otherwise, but I'm not going to.
So 2, 4, and 17. 1 hit and 2 pass.
Okay, so the third one is going to deal 6 points of damage. Thank you, Ark, for telling me to use my own die.
Okay, I'm gonna try to block the shield, but the shield will get shredded by that.
Okay.
That's 2 armor points. I have light armor. I'm gonna take the damage though, because I want to keep my armor.
Okay. And then the other 2 spawnlings, I will need, again, 2 mobilities from Daedalus.
Daedalus is locked into this cocoon. Do you want me to roll the mobility with disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. Failed the first one. And failed the second one.
Okay. I'm going to give you my die and then bouncy die.
Okay.
So my die is a 2.
Okay, straight to the hull.
Bouncy die goes wild and is a 4.
Straight to the hull.
And you see the cocoon as you're grabbed onto it, because this is part of the monster turn. It pulses once more with energy from the reactors, and you can see more of this tendril, this flesh start to overtake the chest of the mecha.
Mhm.
Back to the mechs. The non-flesh mechs. Who wants to go first?
Non-flesh is in them, the ones in the cocoons, or like
Us.
No, you guys. You're not running mechs made of flesh.
we're like humans inside. That's what I thought. So
I want to check the verbiage on something really quick.
I can go real quick because I'm basically just
Okay.
going to keep gunning down the ones by my feet. Is there a point blank penalty or bonus? I am forgetting.
I do believe there is. Okay, so I believe you gain
It's
bonuses
attack,
in point blank when you're using a submachine gun or a pistol.
which I am. I swapped.
So
So now
I'm gonna say I can't find it right now. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm just gonna call it a +2.
okay.
'Cause when you can't find the rules in the book, you make your own.
So that's a pass. 3 under 11 from ability.
And you have 3 on you right now.
Yes. So I'm gonna run my reactor and shoot him again. So do you want damage first?
Yeah, is the first shot going towards the one you already lit up?
If that's on me, because they all got to me, right?
There are 3
Yes.
on you right now.
So I will hit the first one and then just spread from there over.
Okay.
So that is 2 points of damage.
You shoot
And
down
then-
the first one.
Then that's you said I get a 2 bonus. So it's 10 under 11 for that.
Okay.
So second shot is a 5 and my reactor die is a 4, so I'm okay.
Okay, so you gun down the first one. Its blood sprays acid on you. You're going to take 1 point of damage. You fire into the second one.
Yeah.
It is very hurt, but still standing. You currently have 2 kaiju spawnlings on you.
Okay,
How
yeah.
did the verbiage go, Ark?
The verbiage works in the way that I want it to, but also in a way I don't want it to. Winding that chain gun up and just unloading into the cocoon entirely. We do have the corrosive rounds in play. 13 under 18, so that succeeds. I'm going to spend the 2 AP to gain an additional damage die. 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to roll reactor, succeed with a 6 to shoot it again. A 3 under 18 to hit. 2 points again. 6 plus 2, 8 points of damage. And it'll take 2d4 damage at the start of its turn.
Okay.
But I am basically just jamming the front of the railgun into that cocoon, letting it spin and just ripping every round into it as much as I possibly can. I am going to leave the gun in place and turn Daedalus around so that his front plate is facing the exit.
I'm going to ask you to roll me the acid damage now.
Roll it now.
Yes.
2, 1, 3.
Okay. The reason I asked you this is because we're doing a narrative play right here. You pop the cocoon. It burns away. The mech that was inside like flops outward, like slams out of the cocoon. Still covered in some of the tendrils. Still kind of partially made of flesh. You notice one of its where the mech arm would be is more bone and sinew than a mechanics and metal.
Yeah.
This thing is an abomination. But it just
That
lies
thing's
there.
still alive.
But it just lies there. But yes, you are still getting a faint ping of life from the mech, even though it's just lying there.
The top half of Daedalus turns so that the front of it is facing the exit.
Okay. Winged Vengeance? I forget your name already.
Wing Horizon.
Horizon. There you
Yes.
go. Your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna make the first attack against the one I just attacked.
Winged Vengeance is your cousin. I'm sorry.
That's 6 under 14
Yes, sir.
for max damage of 8.
You slice into the sentry and it goes down.
I'm gonna roll my reactor die. That just barely passes, but passes. And I'm gonna make another attack against the other one now.
Okay.
That unfortunately is a failure.
You do not hit. Maybe the blade gets caught up in the rocky ceiling, so you like slice into the ceiling, but it's just too much tension to be able to connect with the sentry gun.
Yeah.
Monsters. The sentry gun is going to try and shoot you. So give me a mobility.
Right, sorry. Got distracted by a cat.
Mobility, sentry gun shooting at you.
5 under 16.
All right, you dodge the attacks. Farmer, 2 mobilities, please.
We'll do the yin yang dice. 2 and 5.
Okay. 2 mobilities
And
from.
I'll just. Are these on the things next to me?
Yes.
I'm just gonna go reverse directions on each tread, so I start spinning in circles, so they can't get close to me.
2 mobilities from Daedalus.
$16 fails. Let me know how much damage you do. It is that close.
All right.
Ooh.
That is another 6.
The Promethean flare is launched out of the front of Daedalus. It fires out the cave, follows a tunnel until it finds open airspace, and ascends as Osvaldo is killed in his mech.
So you
Had exactly 6 hit points left.
So I'm going to ask, and it's I mean I like this. You want to willingly take the your mecha is destroyed, disabled mecha.
I have no armor points because I spent the armor points the last turn to deal the extra damage, hoping to rip through it and like, okay, big problem's done, but there's still a life signal coming from it. There's still things down here, all of that. It would be the self-destruct essentially, but the final, like the first protocol before fully disable the mech is send the Promethean flare.
So before I get into any descriptions, do you have a self-destruct? Are you self-destruct?
It's not self-destruct as in it's just the whole thing is now completely disabled.
Okay.
Like
You don't have
there
a
is no way to
button
use it.
go up. Okay.
No.
So
No. The only thing that was built into it was that flare, essentially, the signal flare.
So the last thing that Osvaldo sees is two of these mutated looking raptors climbing up the mech towards the cockpit and tearing their way inside as the flare is launched. The abomination stands up. It stands up with these flesh-like legs onto, it looks like toes. You can see the foot of a mecha in there, but it looks like fleshy humanoid toes have taken over, the joints, the digits of the mech. One arm severed, but bone jutting out of it. At the end of the bone, or at the end of the point, is a jagged axe head made out of bone. Thrusters on the other mechanical arm fire into action as it stands up and lets loose this mechanical roar that sounds living and of machine. Before Osvaldo died, your actions have halved its health. As it stomps towards Farmer, and it's going to come down with its bone axe, and then spin its arm backwards, ignite the jets, and try and smack you with its rocket fist.
That's still at near range, and the rocket fist comes out over at me.
Yeah, so the rocket fist is when it gets to near,
Mm-hmm.
or from near, and then it has a lot it can do. I'm saying
Okay.
this abomination. So it is punching you with it is standing up, sending its rocket fist, and then walking up and slicing down with its bone axe. So the rocket fist, I will need a mobility.
That kind of didn't roll that much. Do you want me to re-roll it?
If you are not confident with it, I will allow a reroll.
I rolled my bigger heavy die. It rolled a 4, but it barely did anything, so I would rather re-roll. That's a 6 on my bone die for the bone axe.
Well, that was the rocket elbow.
Oh, well.
You managed
Bone,
to
whatever.
dodge the rocket elbow, but as it walks up, I will need another mobility, this time for the bone axe.
Okay. 12 over 11. Fail.
Fail. Oh no, I need another one. Oh no, hold on. Where are my dice? This is correct. I'll just roll this one twice. As this bone axe slams into you, you're going to take 11 points of damage.
I'll burn the 2 armor first. But cinematically, like the axe would connect and like scrape deep into the waist midsection of my mech, so right under where the treads are, lift me up and cause me to flip over multiple times, completely shatter all the glass, bang up all the metal. I land on the treads down, but the waist almost snaps off, and you can see just sparks shooting out from the connection as I am down to 1 hit point left.
You know the scenes in like monster movies where the protagonist gets thrown down by the monster and they stare at each other for a moment, like that stare of recognition?
Mhm.
You stare into the cockpit of this abomination, and it stares back at you with human eyes as the host within it is. We're getting a body horror here, folks. There is not a full human inside. It is the neurological systems of the brain. It's the spine. It is the veins. There's no bone. There's no meat. It is just the strings that make a human running through the cockpit, keeping it alive. And it's staring at you. And you know it's staring at you. Mech's turn. Arc. Would you like to introduce your second mech and pilot and what happens? Muted.
Where the Daedalus looked like the work truck of the O&O scrap and serve mech company. The Phaethon, similar to the mech that is in here that came out of a cocoon, a old gen with a lot of upgrades to where it could be considered a modern mech by appearance and all of the things that have been included. Pristine white with little lights, like red lights over the shoulders, around the waisting area, under the plating in the chest, and even in the what would be like the neck area, causing the face to glow red, even though it is almost porcelain white in design. A massive revolver for a mech in one hand and a beam sword in the other hand is running into this caved area, as they were the second team that the helicarrier went to go grab and bring to this place, to help with all of the kaijus in the area, as Elias, son of Osvaldo, answering the Promethean flare, comes running in. No comms engaged currently because he wasn't supposed to be with this team, so he doesn't know this comm link currently. All of the panels on the front of the body open up as we are micro-missiling the shit out of the mech that is tried to kill Farmer. Let me grab the information for micro missiles real quick.
God.
There we go. As an attack action test system, if I succeed, I'll deal 3d4 damage to a singular enemy because I'm not targeting any smaller ones. I'm big ugly mech fucker. That's who's getting hit.
This is an upgraded Whistling Birds from the Mandalorian. It's a
oh yeah, and it's coming from behind all of the porcelain plates onto this suit, so it was all over flying around this room. So test system first, and that is a 2 under 16. Let's get 3d4 in on that. That is 2. 4 is 6. And 4 is 10 points of damage to them.
All, boom, boom, boom. You see metal begins to blast off. There's some flesh that sloughs off as well from the explosions.
Then I have to roll a reactor die, and we're good with a 7. Roll a reactor die again, because we're attacking again. Someone hurt my dad, and I can't find my dad in this room now. Reactor die success, I'm good. Yeah, all of the plates close down. The whole mech turns as the revolver comes forward and just fires into this thing.
It's like a 1257 Magnum.
It's yeah. A 9 under 16 power.
Yeah.
Let's get our D8 here. With 7 points of damage from the revolver.
You boom like one single blast. It strikes it in the back, and it's still up. You see, the wiring does seem to be failing, like it's taking damage. I'm so happy for this description. As you blast it, you hear the twisting of metal and the crunching of bone and splitting of flesh as at the waist this mech turns it around just like Farmer. Bone axe, rocket fist, staring you down.
Two things that aren't mechanical actions in here. He scrambles through comlinks to find the one for the groups that are in this tunnel. And the second, the mech's hand grabs the cylinder of the revolver and spins it down one to get to the next round in it.
I love that because yeah, I mean like for a giant revolver, you would have to put force to spin it.
To move that cylinder
Yeah.
to get the next round in.
I love that. Okay, and I'm gonna say that if you want to converse, I will say at the end of your turn, you can find that you're flipping through, you see team
Well,
one.
I'll find it at
Can
the
he-
end of the mech's turn. Like finally get through it.
Well, can you like cycle through channels and just catch audio on a channel? And because I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to just the team. But I'd like to say, "For the old man."
And
you can catch that.
his cockpit is shattered too. The glass is shattered, so it's just the pilot screaming this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the mech all breaking apart, one hitch point, is gonna pull up the heavy machine gun, belt fed, explosive ammo, and I wanna if it's turned around now, I'm just gonna try to blow the back of its head off.
Okay.
If I can.
Yeah.
So I will make my power. Is it 18 over 17?
You unload the ammunition. You blast like there's rock. It goes past him. Rock splatter. One of the things that happens now. These are giant rounds of ammunition.
And they explode on impact too. So it's
you notice for a split second, one of the ways that this mech dodges is, despite how quick these rounds are, it's grabbing your bullets and throwing them.
feel like at that point
it's not for all of it, but you see like one of these, explosive rocket propelled rounds, it grabs, throws, and then everything else just goes past it.
Okay. I don't know if it's I think it's an action to switch weapons. So I'm still up.
You're just hurt.
I'm super hurt.
You have this mech in front of you, and there are two of the tiny spawnlings in front of you as well.
I'm going to drop the joysticks that control the arms and grab the tread ones, pull them over, twist them to realign myself in full throttle. And Veriform frame, I would like to launch myself at the thing and try to impact with my dying mech.
Okay. Give me a mobility.
7 under 11. Pass.
Okay. So I have a question for you. Do you want to... Is this a sacrifice maneuver, or do you want to stay up?
It's kind of like a suicide. He's seen the mech, the twisted human inside that's no longer a human, and he thinks of his 7 kids: Juan, Marvin, Edgar, Junior, Hugo, and Elise, and he doesn't want this for them at all. So he'd rather kill this thing now and give them a future if he can. I mean, he doesn't want to die, but he's got to kill this thing.
Okay. Roll me your damage die.
Okay. It's a 1. It's a farmer mech, not a combat mech.
Okay. 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 I was hoping you'd roll more damage.
Me too.
So you want this is a sacrifice maneuver. This is a go in, try and kill it.
Yeah, it's as far as he can tell, the gun is not doing anything, and he knows his mech is about to die. The creatures are going to kill him. So full get out of dodge from those guys and just try to. If worst case, the reactor might go up.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna figure something out here. We're gonna figure something out here.
I could heal him
You
if
could.
I had the capability to use another action.
Okay.
I don't even know you're there yet.
I have two options for you. I have two options for you. Either A, you can ram into the mutant abomination
That's a good one.
and he just stabs you and you die. That's option 1.
Ouch.
Option 2, you ram into the mutant mecha, you twist way too much, you fall onto the ground, but you roll on the disabled mecha table.
How about we let the dice decide?
All right, you want to do a d20? 15 and above will be the disabled mecha. Below 15 will be death.
I think this might call for the big die.
Yes, get the
This
big
calls
one.
for the big guy.
Get the big one.
Okay.
Big boy time.
Oh, wait. I need to go this way. Oh, it fell off still. That's a 6.
Okay. So what happens is you rev up. You go charging into this abomination. You slam into it. Two things happen. One, the pilot inside notices that his mech goes further than he does. And it slams into the ground. And then as you look down, there is a piece of twisted, jagged metal sticking out from this abomination that you have impaled yourself on.
Slump.
Last mech's turn. What are you doing, Panda?
I've always wanted to do that on stream.
So, my first question: now that monstrosity is out of the cocoon, is the sentry still active?
The sentry does seem to still be active because the arc reactors are still active.
Gotcha.
They're not feeding the cocoon anymore. They're still feeding the remaining sentry.
Okay. So I'm gonna take the first attack at the sentry. Miss. So I'm gonna roll the reactor because I'm taking another attack action.
Okay.
Nope. Apparently, hearing the deaths of two of the older folk threw him off a little because I missed both attacks.
The monsters.
No.
The sentry is going to keep doing its thing. It's just going to try and unload its bullets into you. So roll me a mobility.
10 under 16.
Okay, you managed to dodge the oncoming Gatlin. The two of you notice that the spawnlings don't seem to be going after you anymore. They are actively like, it's like a, you know, the alpha's in the room. The babies don't have to be here anymore because dad's going to take care of it.
Yep.
So you see the spawnlings kind of begin to back off and begin crawling into holes within the rock walls. Because dad's here. Dad's going to kill them all. So for purposes of combat, the spawnlings are gone. The abomination is going to do two things. One, because it is a sadistic monster of flesh and mech, it's going to send the rocket fist jutting upwards. And Panda, I will need a mobility, please.
That was cocked, so I got to re-roll it.
Mhm.
Once again, cocked. What the hell? 4 under 16.
All right, you managed to dodge out of the way as it steps towards the new mech in the room and is going to try and slam down with a bone axe for a mobility.
You picked the wrong one. 13 under 19 mobility.
Ooh. Damn, okay. How do you dodge?
As it's coming, like the elbow is coming down with the axe blade, or is it? Since it missed there, it's now like swinging down.
Swings upwards. Boom. Tries to go across your chest.
As it goes to swing the blade down to make contact, the revolver turns and shoots the edge of the blade, sending it sideways so it can't hit.
Yes.
And again, grabs the cylinder, slams it down to get the next round in place.
Yes. Okay. The axe slams into the rock, and it lets out again this flesh-like screech. As we go to the mechs, I have a fun question. The mech that just died, do we have a second one at the ready?
I have my one from the first game, which is who I was planning on pulling as a backup.
Okay. So then,
Let's...
reintroduce your first mech. We'll say you were part of Team 2. You come running in. You're a
he's
bit late behind.
Yeah, he's not as fast and didn't have the beacon, but he saw Raytheon?
Phaethon.
He saw you jump down into that sinkhole, and I'm going down after you using my booster sprint jump jets to be able to like try to get through that hallway, but I'm coming in behind you late. So I don't actually remember his description. But he's a military mech.
You guys see a mech.
Yeah, he's from the Light Arclight Corps. He's a military mech. He's beefy. His call sign was Bruise because he punches people. So he's just your standard soldier guy coming in. But yeah, if the others want to go first, I don't need to go first.
We spotlighted Phaethon. We're gonna spotlight Bruise as you enter. You're first.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look around, and probably only Phaethon would hear it on the comm channel because I'm not linked up with Wing Horizon. But you just hear, "What the fuck?" And then
they killed my dad.
All right, light it up then.
This is the alien. This is the aliens moment where they get the smart gun ready. Let's rock. This is that
moment. I'm going to like loosen up, do the Henry Cavill shoulder, like cock the muscles. But then with assuming a boxing position, the whole mech just charges forwards, even though he's not. There's like leaps forwards
Mhm.
with a charging strike, which is a brawler special ability to move and attack in one action. I have to roll my reactor. That's a 4 pass, and then I am going to swing forwards with my fist and try to attack with power. And that's a 2 under 9, which is a hit.
Okay.
D8 damage, which is a 4 damage. And I would then like to roll my reactor, and as I punch, the fist activates and its piston fins like punches through into
Ooh.
its flesh or
Okay.
mech hide, whatever it is. So reactor is 6 a pass, and that's another 1 just 2 more damage. So I forgot what I rolled. Was it 6 or 4? It was 4.
It was 4.
So 4 plus 2. So it's 6 now.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Python, Wing Horizon. Who's going? I have a feeling, but I'm not going to assume.
I'm shooting a bunch of micro missiles at this motherfucker again.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt it coming.
Check system first. Yeah, 5 under 16 succeeds. 4, 8, 11. I almost had max damage. Reactor die. We are good. Reactor die again. We are good. I didn't chamber a new round for nothing. That's a natural 1, my friend.
Don't roll damage, because I'm going to ask you a question. You can still
I'm
roll
rolling
damage.
for my sanity.
But I'm gonna ask you a question, and that question is, Arc, how do you want to kill the abomination?
There's a very specific Bonkai that I know Panda knows, but the name is escaping me currently, where it looks like a bunch of flower petals that get released.
Sakura Kagayoshi.
Yes. The micro missiles from the backside of Phaethon release, and they fall first before the jets on the back of them engage. So it looks like white petals falling to the ground. Then they all surge and seek. And as they're all coalescing in that one spot, again, the revolver dead center of the center mass pulls the trigger as it kicks back and all of the micro missiles hit at the same time.
You don't have to accept this, but in my head, I can't help it. You put the revolver there, jackpot. Boom.
We'll run it. We'll run it. No, it's burn.
And you place the revolver, it goes through, blows out the chest of this mutant abomination as the micro missiles all boom, 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 one after another, just sending metal and blood and gore and flesh everywhere. Which I will not go through the pain of this as it drops. Wing Horizon, you can cut through the remaining turret as the abomination falls. And Phaethon, you see Daedalus near this shattered cocoon and these 2 reactors. There's also another tread-like mech lying not too far, which also, Farmer's body definitely exploded within that mess. You shot through his corpse. They did nothing to bury. But more
Came here
importantly,
for my father.
But more importantly, you do see the Daedalus with its cockpit melted and broken in. And there's a flying mech in the sky, but one's more important than the
I still haven't found that comm link yet. It's been real high emotion in here. Bruiser, you're the rank of our squad if you want to get mission
Hold up.
status.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait, Wing Horizon, is that? Hold on. Broadcasting speakers activated. Wing Horizon, that you?
Yeah. And
Oh
he'll
man,
come down.
what is going on? What channel here? Let me sync up. And I will lock our comms together again.
Whatever
I'm gonna
these scientists did here. Made that.
it came in a little choppy for real actually.
Whatever these scientists did made that.
Did light the whole place up?
Scorched earth.
Copy that. I'm gonna slowly walk forwards. I'll pass you. Are you flying still, or do you land?
I probably landed after
Okay.
taking out the other sentry.
If you're down for it, because we have a history bruiser and wing history. Horizon, I'll just give you the bro like
Yep.
arm clap.
The
Right
big
on.
neck arm clap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a shockwave that lets out.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a bigger shockwave because I'm gonna go up to where as much of the research system whatever's here, and then I'm just going to punch the ground, activate the piston fist and quake generator, and quake the whole area.
You're going into destruction mode. I'm gonna leave Faith on for last. Wing Horizon, as we come to an end, what do you do?
So while he's doing that, he's gonna aim at the two arc reactors nearby
Mhm.
and aim to destroy them both.
Not even gonna ask for rolls. You can fire into them, unleash your rounds, or slice into them, whatever you're doing.
Probably slice into them because
And,
less likely to stop the blade.
and can begin the destruction. Faith on. What are we doing?
Phaethon goes to the Daedalus mech. Removes the holding pin from the winch and hook and pulls until he has all of the cable free, until it's just at the end and the whole thing locks. And he drags the line over his shoulder to pull the Daedalus up onto his back and then clips it into a harness clip at the waist. And he like wraps an arm around the chain gun where it was still sitting forward and like holds it so that the Daedalus is now on his back. Bruiser, I'm going to send a recovery flare.
Do you need help with that, or it's your honor to carry, I suppose?
Nah. That's my dad. I got him.
So,
I'll get this
as-
one. I'll grab the treads and unceremoniously drag it.
Drag farmer.
as you all destroy the remains and head out, the last image we'll see is Phaethon heading back out, firing the mission flare, and in the distance, all that is heard is the of the mecha carrier as beyond the dome comes to a close. That
Let's
was
go.
very fun. That was a lot of fun.
So much more lore added to your
Yeah.
world now too.
Yeah, man. There are plots being sold in the dunes. I'm gonna run more of this. There's gonna be more of this. You're all invited. But first, Panda, who are you? Where are you? What do you do? What's your home address? What's your credit card number?
What are those funny 3 numbers on the back
Yeah.
of your credit card?
What's your social security? Introduce yourself.
Oh boy.
Reintroduce
Hi.
yourself.
I'm Red Pandacola. You can find me on my socials at the same thing, Blue Sky, Twitter. Even if it's a sinking hellscape, I don't post much there, but just in case. If I'm not hanging out here or hanging out with Ark every so often on his channel, you can find me on every Thursday on Eclipse 613's channel, either playing as Torvald Dizreki, our shipwright half giant bruiser, or in our One Piece game set sail, or opposite Thursdays in the game that you can find our wonderful Neckmaster and Arc, Blood and Cinders. Our 5.19 game where I play Filtiarn Celebran, our Hanyo Sword Saint, a class specific to the 5.19 system. Otherwise, I'm just around.
Eric's about to blow up. You know what? No, don't blow up yet. Adrian, who are you? Where can we find you?
I'll be really fast because there's not that much. But I'm Adrian, or at least 6113. I have a Discord channel. I've got the YouTube channel, at least 6113 Tabletop Role Playing Game Guild, and I mostly can be found on Pi's server or games.
Yes, that's correct. And now the man who's about to blow up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Arc, or Arclight Court, your Gridmaster, Lighthouse Keeper, Lore Writer, Beacon on all beacons. I am a Power Rangers TTRPG content creator, game designer and writer, and variety streamer here on Twitch. If you want to know anything about me or the things that I'm doing or any of the stuff that's going on with me, you can go to my website, arclightcourt.com. That features my Discord link, that features playlists of all the amazing games that I've been a part of, either GMing or as a player. Request me as a grid master for Power Rangers on Start Playing, so you can learn the Power Rangers TTRPG and get more people involved into that. But more, the big project for me is Pocket World Anthology. It is a new TTRPG experience book that I'm releasing that features 7 different TTRPG games that you could play over the course of 2 to 3 hours, that are very simple mechanics, very easy to pick up, very quick to learn, and can be done just like MechaHack tonight. You get some friends together, want to throw some dice, tell a cool story. There are 7 different games within the book to do so. Do you want to be a sidekick on their first mission, being upgraded to a superhero? Do you want to be a wizard, having spell battles with your familiar against other wizards? Do you want to play Metabots, a miniature version of this same game? Various other TTRPGs that you could check out. We have a Ko-Fi goal that we're trying to reach to get the first 100 physical copies printed so that we can sell them and get them out there for everybody to enjoy. But that has been me, and Pi is my favorite step bard.
Yes, because hello, I'm Pi, Pie Guy, official Pie Guy, official Pie, whatever you want to call me, as long as Pie's involved. I have been your lovely mech master. I'm gonna steal that because that's great.
All yours.
You can find me here on Twitch at this very channel, believe it or not, because it's my own channel. Whoa, right? I'm on YouTube at Pie's Bakery. I'm on Twitter and Blue Sky at official Pie Guy, and on Thursdays I play the Step Bard, who's not purposely named after the person who ran the farmer mech. It was
Not really. Really?
It
It's not.
was because I messaged you after the fact because it was a random name generator, and I saw Adrian, and I was like, that sounds good. You can find me playing Adrian Adelard, the Dad Bard, on Thursdays with these two fine gentlemen, Ark and Panda, in Blood and Cinders.
Also known as the gambler who doesn't believe in luck.
Correct. But that's been this game. That's been Beyond the Dome. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you wherever the winds take you. I don't know.
I